Good day, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. Have you ever worried how to solve algebra problems in GMAT, quant exams, quant parts? So you have come to the right place. I'm going to work out a GMAT word problem, a quant GMAT word problem. So this is an algebra problem where there will be some unknowns, as you will see. So without further ado, let me share my computer screen with you. And I would request you to stick with me till the end of this program. It will not be a very long presentation, and I'll give you some important tips at the end of this program. 5 years ago, Joe was twice as old as Jessica. If in 4 years Joe will be one and a half times as old as Jessica, then how old is Joe now? So let's work on the last sentence of the problem. It says, how old is Joe now? So we do not know Joe's current age. So we can start by using an algebraic unknown variable symbol x. Okay, let x be Joe's age now. Also, we do not know Jessica's age, so let y be Jessica's age now. Now we will focus on the first sentence. If I tell you Joe's age is 23 now, would you believe me? Let's check it out. Okay. So we will work with the first sentence. 5 years ago, Joe's age was 5 years ago. Joe was X minus 5 years old. And Jessica, let's work with Jessica also. And Jessica by the same argument, Jessica. Let me erase this and Jessica. So Jessica was y minus 5 years. I subtract 5 because it was 5 years ago from the current age. So first sentence says 5 years ago, Joe was twice as old as Jessica. So here we have a relationship. X minus 5 was Joe's age 5 years ago, and it was twice as much as Jessica's age 5 years ago. So this is the first relationship between X and Y. Okay, between X and Y. This is the first relationship. Now let's work on the second sentence. If in 4 years Joe will be one and a half times as old as Jessica, 4 years hence or 4 years from now, Joe's age, Joe will be X plus 4 years old, and Jessica will be Y plus 4, right? Because the current age is of Joe is X, so 4 years moving forward, it will be X plus 4. Jessica will be Y plus 4. Okay, and there's a relationship given to us. That is, the second sentence says Joe will be one and a half times. So that means we can write X plus 4 is equal to 1.5 times y plus 4. This is the second relationship between x and y. Notice we do not know either x or y. At this point, I will change the color of the ink just to make life a little bit interesting. So let's distribute the 2 in front of so from equation 1, we get x minus 5 is equal to, I'm distributing the 2 on the right hand side. Distribute means multiplication. So 2 times y minus 10. Okay. And now I divide by 2 on both sides. Why do you divide by 2? Because the coefficient of y is 2. And I want to find the relationship between x and y from this. So we can write x minus 5 by 2 is equal to, on the right hand side, 2y divided by 2 will be y, minus 10 divided by 2 will be 5. Or if I move this a little bit up, you will get x minus 5 by 2 divided by 2 is equal to y minus 5. Now I will add plus 5 on both sides. Why? Again, I want to separate y from x. I want to find the relationship between y and x. So I get x minus 5 divided by 2 plus 5 is equal to y. Okay. So we can simplify this always. So we move this up, and then we will substitute for y in the second. But let's simplify this. So this is x minus 5 divided by 2. Notice the denominator of 5, there is nothing, that means y. So 1. So it was 1. I will multiply by 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. Why? 2 cancels with 2 and still remains 1. So 5 times 1 is 5 is equal to y. So I have x minus 5 plus 10. Remember, I have to get the denominator same to do addition or subtraction in fraction. So, so I have x, 10 minus 5 is 5, or plus 5 because 10 is greater than 5. X plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to y. Okay. Now, let's go to equation number 2. So just let me show you equation number 2 is x plus 4 is equal to 1.5 times y plus 4. Okay. So now if I change the color back to this. So from equation 2, you have x plus 4 is equal to 1.5 times y plus 4. Okay. Call this relationship 3. So substitute for y from 3. This is still equation 2. From 3 in equation 2. Why? Remember, our goal is to solve for x. So we have to eliminate y somehow. We found the relationship between x and y in equation number 3. We are going to use that relationship, plug it in equation 2. And if I move this up a little bit, so this becomes x plus, or x plus 4 equal to 1.5. For y, I'm going to write x plus 5 from 3, 2 plus 4. Again, I have the same problem. 4 is 1 in the denominator, 4, and I have to create a 2 in the denominator. So I can write this as x plus 4 is equal to 1.5 x plus 5 divided by 2 plus 4. I will write 4 times 2 divided by 2. Still we return 4, but 2 divided by 2 is 1. So why did I bring the 2? Because then the two terms have the same denominator and we can do the addition. So x plus 4 is equal to 1.5 x plus 5 plus 8 divided by 2. Okay, then moving this a little bit up. Okay, we get x. Let me move this up a little bit more. Oops, sorry. Uh, so I'll move this a little bit up. So I get x plus 4, no, here, x plus 4 is equal to 1.5 outside the parenthesis, x plus 13 divided by 2. Now, in the right-hand side of the equal to sign, we have 2 in the denominator. I want to remove that 2 from the denominator. So I have to multiply both sides by 2. Multiply both sides by 2. So 2 times x plus 4 is equal to 1.5 times x plus 13 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. So this 2 cancels with this 2. That was the purpose. But remember, in equation, whatever you do on one side of the equation, you have to do on the other side. That's why we multiplied by 2 on both sides. So we have 2x. I'm distributing the 2 plus 8 is equal to 1.5 x plus 13 times 1.5 is 19.5. Okay, I use my calculator to do that. Now I will subtract 1.5x on both sides and I will get, moving up a little bit, 1.5, this should be 1.5x on both sides. So I have 2x minus 1.5x plus 8 is equal to 1.5x and 1.5x plus and minus they cancel is 19.5. So I subtract 2x minus 1.5x, and like you know in algebra the coefficients get subtracted. We have 0.5x and I will subtract 8 on both sides. 0.5x is equal to 19.5 minus 8 is 11.5. Then you divide by 0.5 on both sides and you get x is 23. Like I said in the beginning, that if I tell you Joe's age is 23 now, would you believe me? And I showed it to you that y is x age is 23 currently. So let's work through the problem again. Okay, maybe I should reduce it a little bit. Okay. And 5 years ago, Joe was twice as old as Jessica. That means if Joe's age is X now, 5 years ago it was X minus 5. He was twice as old as Jessica. So it is 2 times Jessica's current age, let's assume is Y, is 2 times Y minus 5. The second sentence says if in 4 years Joe will be 1.5 times as old as Jessica. 1.5 times. So 4 years hence means moving forward by 4 years. In that time, Joe's age will be x plus 4, which is 1.5 y plus 4. Then we utilize equation 1, which comes from the first relationship. What do we do here? We solve for y in terms of x and do the algebra correct. Okay. The basic thing we have to do is keep the denominator same. Okay. So basically from equation 1 you will get x minus 5 equal to 2y minus 10. We want to separate out y in terms of x. Hence we divided by 2 on both sides in the first step. In that case, we will have y. That's why we divided by 2 on both sides of the equal to sign. And we got, after final simplification, x plus 5 divided by 2 equal to y. we will use that equation or that relationship and plug it in equation 2. Okay, again, keep the denominators the same. Your goal is to solve for x. That's why you eliminated y. You wanted to solve for y in terms of x, so that only x is the unknown variable in the equation, because that's what you want to solve for. Got it? Joe's age is unknown, which we want to find out, which is x. And you do the algebra correctly, x comes out as 23 years old. Like I said in the beginning, whatever is unknown in algebra is used as x or y, and we follow the two relations given in the problem, and we solve the problem this way. I'll stop here today. You may have some question, there's no problem. Please let me know. Ask me a question in the comments area. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, please give me thumbs up. That really motivates me. I would like to know where you are watching from. What is the time at your end right now? And please let your friends know about my channel. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. And also please click on the bell button, because that will notify you every time I upload a new video. And please do not forget to check me out tomorrow. I'll be back with another new video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great day. See you.